What up, everybody? This is the Candyman at Sugar Bets. We got Smile'n Sam coming in today. What's up, Sam? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful, my friend. How are you?
I'm great. You're down in the Dominican for KC41, is that right?
I absolutely am. We got in yesterday. We're about to make weight here in not too long. And yeah, I'm loving life for now. In about 20 minutes, I won't be. But right now, I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, weight cut's always a bitch, isn't it? So
Oh, it's the hardest. I'd fight for free, but you're going to pay me to cut weight.
that's right. So for those who don't know, Smile'n Sam Alvey is he's a seasoned MMA fighter, pardon my mic, with extensive fight history, especially in UFC. I know you've had some memorable victories over Rashad Evans in 2017, Nate Marquardt that same year. Yeah, you've won with what, knockouts, submissions, decisions. Sam does it all, really.
Yeah, I've done it all.
Yep. Highly experienced, very resilient. I saw you. I don't know if this is still true, but that you had the second most fights in a period of 12 months, tied with Donald Cerrone, Cowboy.
I think I've got the most. I had 6 UFC fights in a year, and Cerrone and Angela Hill are tied. But,
okay,
I got there faster.
You got there faster. All right, yeah. So I mean,
I did mine in 10 months, where took like a full 12.
So Sam he's moving on from UFC, and he's got a new promotion that both of us, it turns out, just learned about not too long ago in the last year. Karate Combat, awesome up and coming promotion that is it's really cool. They have their own cryptocurrency too, so you can get karate coin. You can bet on the fights, earn karate coin. Not bet, but you choose the fighter. Choose Sam on the fight this Saturday. Sam wins, you earn karate coin. It's very interactive.
As of right now, I'm the underdog too, so you make some money betting on me.
Are you? Yeah. All right. Let's actually, we can let's start there. Let's jump in to your fight coming up. So you're fighting Adam Rosa Ramos, who has no record in Karate Combat. Neither do you.
No, he's 0-1. He's lost one in Karate Combat.
He did. He lost his first. All right. Their page has not updated because it shows 0-0.
Yeah. You can watch his fight. Their website's really well run. Like, you can find any fight they've ever had. It's pretty nice. A real entertaining fight. Very exciting fighter. I mean, he off the bell, he's attacking. He mixes his wrestling, does all that. So I'm excited to counter all of it.
Interesting. Yeah, I won't ask you to divulge your strategy too much, but what I did want to ask you, what's it like switching from MMA to Karate Combat and other promotions, just generally between different promotions and techniques?
Yeah, honestly, I started my whole career in karate. I started in Kodo, which was weaponry. After I did the weapons, I discovered, I started fighting, and so I should learn how to throw a punch. My weapons instructor also coached Kenpo karate, so I started doing that. So 18 years ago, I was training in the back room of a Kenpo karate studio. And that's just where everything started. And that's kind of where I developed my southpaw stance, kind of where I developed my counter striking. And my when I attack, I go for the finish. I go for the kill. I don't play like Sean Strickland. He does the volume strikes. I'm not a volume striker. If I get the opportunity to kill, I kill.
I love it. It's what makes it so exciting. Not that Sean Izzy was a exciting fight, but for different reasons.
Oh, he's incredible. I couldn't believe it.
I'm going to ask you about that in a minute, because our mutual friend Chuck, he was going ape shit in the room. That was so fun.
You should have watched my YouTube. I broke down exactly how it was going to happen, and I was perfect. I mean, my prediction of Sean not only winning but dominating was it. What I said, you saw it on my YouTube. Well, maybe you didn't, but you should have. Sean was going to maybe lose the first 2. But he wasn't going to get hit with much, just kind of get outpointed. By round 3, he was going to have Izzy's timing and just start laying on the pressure. Izzy was going to Sean wasn't going to fall into Izzy's deceptive trance, that everybody gets into. Sean's just going to pressure, and he started landing. One thing I didn't call was the end of the first round. Sean was probably losing the round. It was close, but he was probably losing, like I said. But he landed that 1-2 combo and dropped him, and he took, I don't want to say stole the round, but he took that round. Round 2 he lost, and then he won again round 3, 4, and 5 pretty dominantly.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what your initial reaction was. You answered the question right there. It was like,
I was screaming. I mean, I was watching. Honestly, I was in Wisconsin doing something with my wife, and so I didn't have time to buy the pay-per-view. So I just found a free stream on TikTok, which I'm also on, and I was just watching from my phone, and he dropped him, and I'm like, oh my god, oh Sean, you're the greatest ever. Just freaking out.
I was out in Vegas watching. I was with Chuck, and it was we were in this bar. The whole place was stunned, and there's just Chuck in the middle, just going, yeah, Sean.
Chuck and I, we bet every fight. He bets better than I do. He makes more money than I do. But, we bet together.
Interesting. I might have to have you on when I get Ian back again, if we could, for a UFC matchup fight, maybe a pay-per-view. Because have you handicap it?
But the pay-per-view, I know I'll have an opinion on it.
Okay, I would love it, because usually what I do is, like, I'm the math nerd over here, and I do like the betting math stuff. So I make sure we make the money. And then but I have to know, like, the handicaps. Like, you guys know how the fights are going to go, because then we find those underdogs and crush it.
Yeah, I do have a weakness though. I have a main event weakness. I do. I will bet if there's 13 fights in the card, I'll get 12 of them right, and I'll get the main event wrong. I did it with Sean. I called it perfectly for Sean. But most fight nights or pay-per-views, I'll get everything except the main event.
I believe it. Yeah, it's invaluable to have your insider knowledge on that.
So whatever I say for main event, bet the other way. You'd be all right.
Yeah. Let me ask you, what is it like actually sparring with Sean Strickland? Because I think Chuck mentioned to me that you might actually spar with Sean more than anybody else at that gym. Not sure if that's true.
Yeah, I beat the brakes off Sean. Every time I spar, he's left bloody and crying. He cries. It's crazy. You'd see Sean, he just kind of curls up. I don't want any more, Sam. Don't want any more. In all honesty, Sean and I have been training partners for years. The last couple of years, not so much. I moved to Tennessee. He's still out in Vegas. But whenever we're around, we try and spar. It's hard to find somebody willing to spar me. Spar me hard. I have to pull everything on everyone except for Dan Henderson and Sean Strickland.
They let you go?
Sean and I have had some really good rounds. He's the one that broke my jaw. I'm the one that broke his knee. We've gone to war. I mean, every weekend of the year while we lived around each other. I wanted to come out and help him train for Izzy. It didn't work. It was kind of short notice for him. And so to get me out didn't happen. But he was. I was thrilled that he won the way he did, even without Smile'n Sam punching him in the back room.
I mean, it was great. It was great, and I think he knew he had you and all the whole gym and everybody in his corner, especially being American. I mean, going out there.
It was incredible. And I should clarify, when we spar, if we do 5 rounds, I might win 2, and he definitely wins 3.
All right. Actually, you mentioned moving to Tennessee. I know you recently moved there, and I think onto a ranch too. And I noticed one of you were field dressing a turkey, I think, on YouTube, in your last YouTube video.
I just posted it. It got no views. I didn't think it would because it wasn't MMA related. But I've got turkeys and chickens and all that. And my dog and a turkey got in a fight, and my turkey lost. And I watched my turkey die, and it was it bothered me. But what are you gonna do? You have a fresh turkey, so I field dressed it on the tailgate of my truck, and it was my first time field dressing fowl, so it wasn't perfect. I didn't do a great job, but it was a good learning on the fly. I didn't have any time to prepare.
Yeah, oh, that's all right. Did you do that growing up as a kid, or is that something you've picked up?
I grew up hunting and fishing as a kid. I want to get back into it now, but I have 6 kids myself, and I'm constantly fighting and constantly working, and I don't make enough time to do it. I need to change that. But I've never field dressed a turkey before, but I have geese.
So make sure go over watch Sam Alvey smiling while he's field dressing a turkey. You definitely don't want to miss that on YouTube.
It was so much fun because my little girl came up. I was trying to do it away from them so they didn't see me tearing, their pet apart. And she came up and she was so interested in everything I was doing. She was just asking questions and, helping as much as she could. Like, wow, my little 4-year-old little girl just loved it.
Yeah, you really seem like you're a family man. Just love having a family. You have 6 kids now, is that right?
6 kids. The oldest is 10, the youngest is 1.
Wow, congratulations, man. How do you fit it all in? I assume they motivate you to keep fighting. But how do you fit it all in?
I don't. There's always a sacrifice somewhere, but I feel I sacrifice the right things at the right time. I've got a wonderful family. I couldn't do any of it without my wife, and she is just second to none. My parents right now, because she and I are in the Dominican Republic, my parents have stepped up and are helped getting my 3 oldest to and from school, and my 3 youngest are out at my parents' ranch, helping up there, my parents' mountain, helping up there, and just loving every second of it.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's great to have the support network that you need to keep doing what you love. That's amazing. Yeah. Oh, I do. I wanted to ask you because I noticed also on Twitter you were talking about John Jones' toe ripping off. I was curious if you just had any like funny stories from the gym yourself, like just like craziest thing you've seen in the gym.
Oh, craziest thing I've seen in the gym.
I know that you've probably seen 100.
I mean, Sean broke my jaw in the gym. We were sparring, not even that hard, and he just caught me in the right place, and it broke my jaw. And there's always injuries like that. I mean, 2 weeks before my UFC debut, someone cut me. I've still got the scar on one of the sides. I mean, cut me bad. We had like 8 stitches right then and there. It's like I was. So the injuries are never funny when they happen, but they're always funny, when they're healed.
Good story.
They can look back. Oh yeah, I took my first UFC fight with stitches in, or I had to pull out because of a broken jaw. There's always something funny going on. I fought Talis Laitis with only 1 foot. There's always, once it's done and over with, you can laugh at it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, always good stories. So I know you gotta probably start cutting weight, but Sam, I really appreciate this. I'm gonna. Yeah, I really do appreciate it. And the karate combat stuff, like it's really cool and like worldwide. So I'll try to post this in their Discord.
So much fun.
Yeah.
People that haven't seen it need to tune in. And it's not just selling it because I'm on it. It's a faster paced combat sport. There's wrestling, but it's a stand up if it's not a good takedown. And it's just spinning stuff and it's just fast paced. I absolutely love watching every event.
I really do. Because once I found it, I've just always like turned and trying to find it. Like I got into bare knuckles boxing, like BKB out of UK that I'll watch on Friday nights. And but then I found karate combat, and like last week or 2 weeks ago. No, it had to be 2 weeks ago because I was in Vegas last week. 2 weeks ago, I was watching, and there was a couple finishes, and I was like, I'm up for that. I'm just like, get him, kill him.
I was driving to work one night, the last night of the Kumite, and karate combat as a Kumite. It's incredible. And so I was driving with my phone on my steering wheel, so I was kind of watching while driving. It was very unsafe, but I couldn't take my eyes off it.
Yeah, that's all right. You're fine. You get to your destination. So
I got there.
Yeah, you're fine. Well, anyway, so karate combat KC41's this Saturday. Sam Alvey's fighting his first bout in the do they call them bouts in karate combat or
first fight? Oh, let's call it first fight.
We'll say first fight. So Sam's got his first fight in karate combat this Saturday down in Dominican Republic. Make sure you watch that karate.com for that. Super simple, and you can watch them on YouTube, on the website. They have a Discord, a fantastic promotion, so I encourage everybody to get into it. Sam, thanks again so much. Let's stay in touch.
Hey, you're very welcome. We will do, sir. Thank you.